Hi guys, Woody here and welcome back to episode 3 of my Saving Luton Town save. And things aren't looking too bad apart from the absolute disastrous injury to our only decent goalkeeper because I never signed a decent backup. Obviously he's out for 8 weeks, which is just gutting, and that has actually coincided with a really poor run of form. Before we get in that, I'd just like to ask you, if you are watching this and not subscribed, if you could, it would mean a lot, smash that like button as well. Just get the video out to some more people so they can see what's happening here. But yes, let's have a look at the schedule. We did that 2 7-goal thrillers against Chelsea and Fulham. We beat Wickham in the Carabao Cup third round with a rotated team. Colin Morris with a hat-trick. Very nice to see him getting on the score sheet. We played a friendly against East Grinstead, 8-1. You know, just keeping that morale going. And then we had a decent draw with West Ham away 2-2. Adebayo grabbing 2 goals there in the 78th minute equaliser. A 3-1 win over Wolverhampton was just... And at this point, I was like, this Premier League stuff is easy. We went to Newcastle and they smashed us 3-1, which, you know, that's pretty standard. A 0-0 draw with Burnley, which we probably should have, really done a lot more in. We were poor, 2 shots on target. Burnley were a little bit average as well. But at this point, I'm quite pleased with Ivan Arboleda. Looking really good. You have a look, 10 games, 18 goals conceded, an average rating of 6.93. So I was really happy with him there. And then he got injured just before the Carabao Cup 4th round where he played West Ham. And at this point, it wasn't too bad. It was very close, and we were winning 2-1 after Ogbeni's absolutely stunning goal that was. But then 2 quick goals from West Ham, and all of a sudden it's 3-2, and we were out of the Carabao Cup, which was really upsetting. We then went to Manchester United and we're absolutely... we had our pants pulled down and just absolutely spanked. They had 4 shots on target and all 4 went in. Matt Macey, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't even think you're a goalkeeper. He has played 2 games in the Premier League and conceded 17 goals. 3 games for us and conceded 20. Granted, he conceded 13 against Arsenal in that first game of the season, but to have 4 shots against Manchester, I can't click on this. He has saved... Okay, let's see. So he had 16 shots on target then. We were woeful this game. And 13 of them went in. And then it's Carabao Cup game against West Ham. Okay, so he said he's faced, let's do some quick maths, 25. He's faced 25 shots on target and he has let in 20 of them. That is just not good. So I am quite panicking because old Ivan, he is out for another 6 weeks, which would probably, he's not coming back till the beginning of the year, probably this FA Cup game. So, and in that time, we've got to play Man City and Liverpool, West Ham again. It's going to be tough. Oh, and Brighton. I forgot about Brighton. They're doing quite well. But despite all that, we are still 12th in the Premier League. With 15 points, and luckily Forest, Burnley and Fulham are very poor this season, and we don't have the worst goal difference just yet, with Nottingham Forest and Fulham being a lot worse than us, thank God. Elijah Adebayo, he is second in the Golden Boot behind Erling Haaland, which is really good to see. Now, transfers wise, I have bought in 1 extra player, and that is Jed Steer, because he's an English goalkeeper. He was free. He's literally just come back from a quite bad injury, the damaged Achilles tendon, which he had for 8 months. So he is not match fit at all. You can see that. But the other problem is that all of our registrations are full. So I cannot register Jed Steer. I cannot unregister anyone either at this point. So I'm kind of stuck unless I somehow terminate someone's contract. So Jed Steer can't be, and James Shea's out for 4 months anyway, so he is a long way off. But I'm stuck at this point. We are stuck with Matt Macey. I can't. The only other way is looking for a goalkeeper who's under 21, which I've looked for, and there's none that are that good. And so we just stuck with him. And Kenneth Omaru is also playing really crap. 7 games, 6.51. But despite that being said, we should probably go and play Everton, who are 16th. And here is the team for the day today. It is Macey in goal, Kabore, Burke, Anderson, and Bell. Burke is coming in there for Omaru there. Mpanzu, because Alan Campbell is suspended. Rojas, Krespzicki. Name's different every time I say it. Chong, Ogbeni, and Adebayo up front. Yeah, I've got real concerns about Matt Macey in goal. Real concerns. It could almost boil down to this next sort of 2 months here, like how he plays, and that could really get us pulled into a relegation battle where we shouldn't be. Our form, oh my God, we haven't won in 4. I don't want to even look at that anymore, but what I will do is I will change this to director and roll the speed down a touch. We are at home today. I mean, hope for a draw here. That would be good. The problem is, I feel like we're not going to keep a clean sheet. So we are going to have to score some goals, and quite a few goals, if we're going to get any points today. Anderson going across to Kabore now. The Burkina Faso international charging down his right-hand side. He loses out to Ashley Young, but Mpanzu picks up the loose ball, and Burke now. Mpanzu finds Kabore again. Mpanzu to Burke. Goes all the way across to Anderson. Finds Amari Bell. Probably one of our best players so far, obviously next to Adebayo. And there it is. Elijah Adebayo gets his 13th goal of the season. Great stuff there. Kropsky with the assist, whose form has been a little bit ropey since he sort of broke into the team, but it is good there for him to get an assist, and really good for us to get a goal. I mean, if Matt Macey could keep a clean sheet, that would be absolutely incredible. That would be like an achievement of all achievements. I mean, the defence has to do their part as well, but you know, like that Manchester United game was just ridiculous. 4 shots on target and 4 goals scored is like, yeah, I don't condone that sort of play. Kropsky now on the ball. He goes back to Anderson, who's actually got the captain's armband today. That's how sort of short of experience we are. Although in saying that, my captain and vice captain are not regular starters for the team because they're just not good enough. I don't know what to do in the January transfer window. We're going to have a few players who are going to leave. I think Ogbeni has a wild shot there, and that goes wide. There's a few players who are sort of floating around on the fringes there who are probably going to make way in January, and we can try and boost our ranks up with that 18-odd million that we've got in transfer revenue or money. Malpay now, Decore. Amber whips it in, and there it is, Patson Daka. But he might be offside. I mean, this is probably only Everton's second shot on target. It is disallowed. Thank God for that. Oh, they've had 2 shots on target. I mean, we've only had 1. It's quite a boring game, actually. I also don't know what's happened to the team names here in the league table. Sort of cutting some of them off. It's bizarre. Anyway, there's half time. What a really boring first half. I can't believe we're 1-0 up. I can't actually believe that we haven't conceded a goal yet. That's also something amazing. A clean sheet would just be, wow, that would be bloody-tastic. Free kick now. This would be Rojas to take this. Whips it. Pickford saves. Probably wasn't going in, but anyway, Jordan Pickford now going along to Ashley Young, the evergreen. Anderson on the ball. Played really well today. Mpanzu, Chong, not the best ball, but Anderson at the back just mopping it all up and playing really great passes. Bell now down this left-hand side, goes in, his pass doesn't have enough power on it. Mope picks up Mpanzu now, Rojas and Anderson. Some good passing. The back four been really, really impressed. I can't believe Macey's on a 7. I'm sure at some point he's going to screw that up. But anyway, look, I should really stop being negative about him. But Adebayo with another header. Strong with the assist this time. It is Luton 2, Everton 0. And are we turning our fortunes around? I really, really hope so. Ogbeni with a good run here. Was it him with the assist? No, it's Chong. Chong pushes out wide, whips in a good cross, and Adebayo, who is an absolutely outstanding striker. And I have some real concerns that we could lose him in January. That would be crazy. Right, substitutions. Ogbeni on a 6.6. Rojas and Mpanzu a little bit rough there as well. I always want to bring Colton Morris on, but Adebayo just plays so well every single game. It is really, really hard. So we will bring Luke Freeman on there. I'm really, really reluctant to take Rojas off. That free kick taking and long shots is quite devastating. So we might just, we could just leave the one substitution. That would be... Do I honestly just make one substitution? I am just making the one. I don't think. Have I done that before? I don't know. Usually I'm like 3. Yeah, let's just get all of them in now. But there it is, just the one substitution. This is going to put Everton right down into that relegation battle. But like I said, Forest, Fulham and Burnley are awful this season. They're really, really struggling. Onana there. Alex Iwobi now. Finds Mason Holgate. There's a cross in. Chong gets that one away, and Freeman with a good touch there to Adebayo. Doesn't quite have the pace, and Branthwaite, breaks it up. Bamba now down this right-hand side, whips it in. Was that a save? I think it was. Macey just saved the ball. Garner now, Batson, Daka. We might even get a clean sheet here. That would be a turnout for the books as well. Right, 80th minute. Now we've got some tired players. We can start. Anxious, unlucky match. Oh, he's injured. He's injured. That's Jordan Clark can come on for Rojas now. And we'll bring Osho on for Kabore. And then I think we're going to have to take Luke Freeman off. Colton Morris can play on that wing. We might bring him on. That's 4 substitutions. And who else can come off? It's got to be someone. Omaru can come on for... no, I'm not going to do that. We're just going to do the 4. Just going to do the 4 subs in total. Just 3 this time. We'll just keep an eye on everyone's fitness. Everyone drops down too far and we'll go there. But it looks like we're going to have quite a decent outing here against Everton. And there it is. That is a fantastic win. We weren't very good, but Everton were quite woeful at the back. And Matt Macey on a 7.4 has kept a bloody clean sheet. Wow. Who would have thought? So now he's played, 3 games in the Premier League and conceded 17 goals. So he's only averaging just over 6 a game. Not great, but still, I'll take that. That is a good win against an Everton team who've really got something to play for this season. We have this guy on trial. Very good. Excellent. Adebayo is absolutely fantastic, and what a top striker he is. Yeah, he's wanted there by West Ham, so I don't know how he'll go there, but he has been on absolutely crushing form. 14 goals in the league. Does that put him up to Erling Haaland? No, Haaland is now on 15, but 4 ahead of Harry Kane. That's absolutely crazy. Right, second game of the episode is against relegation candidates Nottingham Forest. So I'm hoping another good performance and another good clean sheet, and we are back in the green. Right, back for Nottingham Forest. I am quietly confident after the Everton game there. Obviously, Jameson Horlick, who is a 19-year-old future prospect goalkeeper, he has just he pulled his groin literally today. So he's out for 1 to 4 days. But, goalkeeper-wise, if we just click on here, the next best, I guess, is either Jacob Cowler or Sam Bentley. Or we go for Nick McSkelly. or we just keep... I mean, goalkeepers don't get injured during a game, although the way this is going, I can probably see Jameson Horlick coming on at some point in the game, being injured, so that would be fantastic. One change to the team, it is Campbell coming back in after his suspension. Mpanzu moves down to the bench, and Luke Freeman also drops out of the bench for Freddie there. These are my sort of fringy players. Mendes Gomes is someone who's probably going to go in January. Just doesn't look that great. Luke Berry, maybe possibly another one. He's 30. He can go. Luke Freeman, possibly. He hasn't been playing that well. Was a regular starter. Collie Woodrow already wants to go out on loan. Probably keeping Potts and Lockyer. So that would free up like 1, 2, 3 possible places on the bench there as well. In the squad registration, they're the words I'm looking for. We are also looking at, if I can find him, because it was quite a way ago, I am scouting this young Cypriot goalkeeper. Where is he? Here it is. Stefanos Kitos. He is 20 years old, 12 under 21 caps. He looks like a good signing for the future, but at this point, it's just I just need goalkeepers, and he's on a he's not being paid anything, so I don't know if he can get a work permit or anything. But I'll just keep my scouts having a look at him, because at this point, I just need to get in as many goalkeepers as possible. Right, too much chat. You're already 17 minutes in. Woody, and you haven't even played the second bloody game yet. Christ on a cracker. Got a first highlight. It is Anderson on the ball. Just sort of waiting there. Just a little dink over the top to Bell here. Finds Ogbeni. Can he get across in? Find Adebayor. That's the mem we want. I called him Adebayor. Have I been calling him Adebayor? It's Adebayo. Sorry. Adebayo, not Adebayor. Different players. Both good strikers, but anyway, Adebayo. Sejoria now with a throw in for Nottingham Forest, and Burke heads away, but Nottingham Forest getting the ball back in here, and there is a turn and pop there from a Forest player, but Matt Macey just sees it wide. Could we have 2 clean sheets from Macey? That'd be far out. He's faced 3 shots on target today, and none have gone in, which is excellent. Maybe he just needed that 1 clean sheet. Maybe it was the game against Arsenal that just absolutely just ruined the poor guy's confidence. Kabore now with the throw in. I was just thinking before, is a draw? I mean, a draw's not that bad. Like, it's an away game. Yes, we probably should be winning against Krupski. Different every time I say it, but yes, that's a great header. Get in. Chong again. No, Chong doesn't get the final touch. Or maybe it is Chong. It is. Chong has been amazing for us in that shadow striker role, providing assists, a couple of goals here, and really, really leading the attack in what is a very, very inexperienced team. Forest here trying to go along. Macey gets to the ball. Short ball to Anderson now. It was a little bit of a heart-in-mouth moment. Campbell, Ogbeni now. Finds Chong drifting out wide in his shadow striker role. Campbell now back to Chong. Can he create another goal? Adebayo probably should have scored that, I think, with the way he has been finishing chances this season. You would have backed him to score that one. We have a slipped past substitution clock, and just keeping an eye on players. Adebayo not having his best game, neither is Alan Campbell, so it will be Mpanzu on for Campbell, and we will bring Morris on for Adebayo. He's probably getting a little bit tired. Reece Burke, Omaru on for him, as he's looking a little bit shattered as well. And Fakundu Krupski is having a good game. I think we've got a bit of a delay until our next game, so I don't need these guys fully fit, but hopefully Carlton Morris can take his chance today and grab a goal. But it is Rojas with a free kick now. Can he land this? He's a bit far out, but Benny should have scored there, but he's just fallen over. He's just fallen over. Bell now on the ball. Morris back to Bell and Anderson. Absolute rock in defence, Anderson. Kropski, Facundo couldn't hold on to that ball. Anderson now on his customary yellow card, it seems to be. Not a great pass, Morris. Not really getting onto that. Morris, very limited chances in the Premier League. Played in the cup games, like I said, and has performed pretty well in there. But Adebayo, a lot of time he has played. Chong now. Oh, righto. Facundo is done. We'll bring Freddie on for him. Rojas not playing that well either. Amari Bell is looking tired. I think it's Jordan Clark on for Rojas there. Just give that midfield engine room a bit of extra fuel, and hopefully we can hold out here. Forest been quite lackluster, 4 chances, but an XG of 0.37. So hopefully we can just see out this game. Richards, Matt Macey makes a good save. It wasn't the best of strikes, but that's all right. He had to get the ball. Final seconds of the game here. Anderson to Clark. Goes all the way out to Freddie, but he just stops running. But Kabore is there. Drives it in. Fred doesn't have the power to finish the goal. It would have been good if he could have buried that in the back of the net, and just that would have been the end of the game. Kiarte now for Nottingham Forest, but a good clear there from Jordan Clark just to eat up the clock. There's 20 seconds left. Nottingham Forest, Richards with the throw-in. Hazard, yeah, Nottingham Forest signed Eden Hazard, by the way, but luckily he's really slow. And we have done it again, another solid win. We probably should have had a second goal, but I think the most amazing thing is that Matt Macey has just kept 2 bloody clean sheets. If you can see how pumped I am about that, that is... Don't know who needs to read this, but Tom Lockyer must start every week. I don't know, we've just kept 2 clean sheets. And we are 9th in the Premier League, 21 points. We are pulling it so far away from that relegation battle. We could get to January and relegation is already off the cards. That would be flipping amazing. Arsenal are unbeaten in 10 games. Player of the week is Lukaku, and we look pretty damn good. 9th, 21 points, and it has just been win. Maybe I should do more games on camera, because we won Fulham and Chelsea and had a really bad run off camera, which is great. Like I said, 7 episodes this will be, so I think the next one, it's going to be a large chunk of games, but I don't know, Newcastle, I don't know, somewhere probably around January would be good. Maybe January might be too far, but definitely some transfers will be happening in January. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed that episode. If you're subscribed, stay subscribed. If you're not subscribed, if you could, that would mean a lot, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.